the topic of today, uh, how to be consistent. It's late right here where I live. It's late, but we still have to do this video. We still have to be consistent, like the title of the video of today, how to be consistent. So, I have before doing this video, like I have to be consistent and prioritize my priority. Okay, so if you see me looking down or looking up, you know that I'm using my phone for the topic of today. I'm not doing this from my head because I want us to be quick and so we can finish with the video as quick as possible. So I'll be giving you a few tips on how to be consistent in on whatever thing that you're doing. Like consistency alone is a for some people it's a big deal. For some kind of people, it's a big deal. For some people, when they are doing something, they like to do that thing until they see the end of that or what the result of whatever they are doing. But for some, they get to some point and they just fell aside and said, I give up, I can't do it again. And when you continue like that, doing things like that, like when you start doing things, you don't get to the end of that thing before falling off or giving up. Your body, your subconscious, your brain, your mind tends to believe that you can't be consistent in anything that you're doing, and you can finish whatever you start. Your brain and your subconscious just have that belief. So whenever you're doing something, even when you're trying to push yourself, you keep just having that feeling and that belief that this is just me. I don't know how to finish whatever I start. I always give up on whatever that I'm doing. So this is normal. That would be your norm, your normal. As it will be normal and familiar to you to just give up on anything that you're doing, and you keep asking yourself, why am I not consistent? Why am I not consistent? It might be exercise. Why do I start things at first and I just give up on that thing? I does not find any pleasure or fun in that thing again. I just give up on it. So today we'll be saying few tips on an advice on what we can do. When I say what, because it's including me, like I'm a monk. So that's what we can do and how we can try as much as possible to be consistent on anything that we are doing, so that our subconscious and our brain we understand and get used to that new belief of us, or new normal, not longer the old normal but the new normal, so that even when we are trying to stop ourselves, like our head, our subconscious, we understand that yes, this person is always consistent, which means you're not going to give up. You're going to see the end of that thing. So thank you for joining me. And so the few tips I'll be reading from my phone today. I'll not be talking from my head. You can see my shin. I believe it looks at. So the first one, to be consistent, how to be consistent. The first one goes like this. It said, very important, set fewer goals. Like when you want to set goal, like for example, some people, if you, for every new year, when we just enter new whenever you enter new year, most of us have those. I Thanks to joining. Most of us, like majority people, just have that new year, new me. We set goals. We want to set goals. Want to bring right list of things that we want to do for that year. And sometimes we don't even get to the end of the year. Middle of the year, we are done. Some people say, I want to this year, I must lose weight, I must do that, I must do this, I must, things like this, continue education, learn a skills, whatever. We just tend to write down the list, thousands of things of list that we want to do, and even before half of the year we just give up and we forget about those lists or those goals that we want to achieve. So it's very important that when you want to set a goal, allow that goal to be very, very clear to you, and at least set it, especially if it has been normal to you, your subconscious, your brain, it has been normal that you don't know how to finish whatever you start. So at least set it, like maybe little goals, so that it will be easier for you to accomplish or achieve. Since I'm reading from my phone, I say set your goals like minimal, little things that you know that you're like, when you see, it's possible for you to finish. I won't say achieve if it comes to success, but it's possible for you to achieve. Yes, okay, let me say, okay, it's possible for you to achieve, or it's possible for you to see the results. So in order for you to become more consistent in your goals, you have to set clear goals that you want to work towards. Like I said before, for you to be consistent on your goals, you have to set them like little by little. It's not that you can't set big goals, but depending on the kind of person that you are and what have been your norm. When I say norm, I mean normal for your life. How have you been achieving goals? When you set goal, have you been able to finish them? When you start something, have you been able to see the end or the result of those things? But if you are at those list of people like me that you're not that consistent, when you at first the thing will be so fun and happy, and it gets to a time you just fed up and you lose hope and everything. Try to set little goals, so that little goals to work towards, so that you can be consistent. And tips on this before we go to the second tip. Tips on this is that before we go to the second one, is that try to list them on a piece of book or paper, and try to look at them every single day. Try to list them on a piece of book. Try to look at them every day, so that you can be reminded, and your subconscious can be reminded that these are my goals and these are what I'm working towards, and I want to fulfill them. So this is something that I wanted to say for the last. But and also, when you list them on a piece of book or note, and try to see them every day. It might be a sticker on your fridge, it might be on the bathroom, in the room, on in the room wall, the walls in the room, so that you can see them, and your brain can reflect that these are my goals and these are what I want to do. And tip two that I want to say is that learn how to prioritize prioritize this word. I don't know. I'm not correct. I'm not pronouncing it well. Learn how to prioritize. You know what I want to say, but I don't know. I'm trying to pronounce it, but it's not coming out. Learn how to prioritize your goals. So sometimes the things that keep us from being consistent in our inability to prioritize, when you're dealing with, like I said before, learn. Okay, I'm saying the word now. I'm not pronouncing it well, but I know you understand what I'm trying to say. Learn how to prioritize your goals. Sometimes most of the things that keeps us from not being consistent with our goals are, it's just that when we write the goals, we just sometimes, let me say this, we write these goals because of maybe some reasons that are not even clear to us, some reasons that is unknown to us. So reason that is not even valuable, is not important to us, but we just want to write it there. If, for example, you said you want to lose weight, you write on your list that you want to lose weight, but you know that you're not really serious about this weight. You feel like, you know what, let me still lose weight, let me lose some belly fat, and you don't really need it, but you just want to be among the moving train, you just want to be among the rainy people, and you want to add it there, you want to do it, and it's not really your priority. You're not prioritizing this, and it's not something that you really want to do, but you just want to put it there, to do it. And when you do that, it's not going to be that important to you. You're just going to write it and leave it there because it's not important to you. So why will you be consistent on it? You only can be consistent on something that you know is very important to you and it's dear to you. So when you write these goals, try as much as possible to memorize them. Allow your subconscious and yourself to take them in, so that it will be important to you. So it will be your new norm, and you can work towards without even giving up or looking back. Sometimes, yes, when you have goals and all these things, you might have those thoughts of discourage, but if it's very important to you, you will know that you still have to go. You still have to continue. And sometimes some of these goals where we are not consistent and we don't prioritize this goal, it's because we try to multitask. We try to multitask that it's just too much. The things are just too much. You want to do this at the same time, you want to go to the gym at the same time, you want to clean the house at the same time, you want to go to the school and pick up your child at the same time, and you want to be consistent. If for example what's on your goal is to go to the gym, and at the same time you want to go to the gym, and it's maybe for example your gym time is by 2, and you want to go to the gym by 2, and you by that time you want to start multitasking. By that 2 you have to go pick your son from the school. By that 2 you've already started cleaning the house that you're not even done, and you have to go to the gym. And going to the gym, it's your goal, something that you're working towards. So you're not prioritizing that gym time, because if you're prioritizing that gym time, you would not put your gym time at the same time that you have to go pick your son from the school. You will not put your gym time at the time that you know that you will start cleaning and you will not be done by that time. So make that your goal very, very important to you, that you don't multitask alongside with it. So that being said, we're going to number 3. I think I'll be giving you maybe 5. Okay, so always record your progress. I don't do this, but I think it's very important. I don't do this, but when I'm doing my gratitude, I don't even know how this comes along, but when I'm doing my gratitude, I don't care how little it is. I don't care how little it is, I measure it. So always record your progress. Always record your progress. So, how to record your progress when you have goals? It might be journaling. You might bring your notebook or your phone and write it down what you did today about your goals. You went to the gym today, day 1. You went to the gym, what you did, that it went. Day 2, the same thing. Record it. Or you might have it on your phone, on your notepad on your phone. You record it, or even on calendars that you want to mark them. Like maybe if it's a goal that you want to do for one full month, or it's a goal that you want to do for that you want to work towards, and you say it might be challenge. I don't challenge and goals, I think it's the same thing. It might be something that you think, oh, sorry. Sorry guys, my phone fell off from here position. It might be something that you think you want to work on for maybe 1 week. Like me, sometimes when I'm going to work, I said, throughout this week, I'm going to put on makeup. It's just me. I said, throughout this week, I'm going to put on makeup. So, day 1 done. This is just to tell ourselves that we can't be consistent on whatever we are doing. It's just to train our subconscious, train our mind that yes, we can be consistent. So it might be on calendar that you just mark it every single day, done, done, done. So these are little tips and little way that you can use to mark your progress and record your progress. It might be lose weight, but that lose weight, I won't advise you go into the scale or to weigh yourself every day to see the progress. No, but you have to keep recording it. That this is like things like that. It's record it on a piece of paper or a note or a journal to say this is what I ate today. I went to the gym today. Look at how many what I did in the gym, what I ate, the gallons of water that I drank, things like that with weight. Other things you can still journal. So me, how I does my is that after shower, when I'm doing my gratitude, I guess I get to tell myself, I say I'm grateful for this goal. I don't just say I'm grateful for this goal, but I say I'm grateful for this thing that I did today. If it was to be for me to be consistent and do my makeup for 1 full week when I'm going to, I just say I'm grateful that I do my makeup today, like continuously, and things like that. I just say I'm grateful, and I think that will also help. So I'll be giving you the last one now. Limit distraction. Very important to limit distraction. So distraction, especially if they happen a lot, can significantly shift your journey to becoming more consistent. That's why it's important to actively work on eliminating or limiting distraction. So tips on how you can limit tips on how you can limit distraction. Have a dedicated workspace. This is the last tips on being consistent. So it's 4. So now limit distraction, very important. Now how can you limit distraction? Have a dedicated workspace. So just for me, I would say this means that you have your particular time that you want to do a specific thing about your goal. It might be that every 10 o'clock in the morning I will do something about my goal. Whatever that goal is, it might be every 10 o'clock in the morning I'll do something about my goal. And when it's 10 o'clock, you don't distract yourself or use any other thing to cover it up. You start whatever you want to do by that time. So it might be something that you want to do that you don't want the kids to be around. You try to space yourself away from the kids, or by 10 o'clock they'll already be at school. You have all the time that you want to take at that 10 o'clock to do whatever you want to do. And turn off your phone while working on your goal. Very important. If it's something that you want to do and you don't want any distraction, you don't want any calling or notification, turn off your phone so that you can be able to concentrate on whatever you're doing, all your attention on whatever you're doing, and limit the amount of time you very important. You have goals that you're working on, so limit the amount of time that you spend on social media. You spend on social media scrolling. Okay, so if you have goals that you're working on, limit the time. You don't have goals that you're working on. For example, you are building a small business, or let me say building a big business. You don't expect to go on social media and scroll for 4 hours. Screw and continue watching whatever you're watching. I don't say you don't go on social media or watch. Sometimes I stay on YouTube a lot. I don't know. But you don't just try to remind yourself that I have important thing that I can spend my time on than just sitting here and scrolling on my social media, which is not really necessary. It's not healthy for your sight and it's not healthy for your brain. So it might, I don't know, whatever your goal might be, try out apps that can help you to be more consistent. For some people, for example, that want to be consistent with their exercise, there are a lot of apps that can help you to be consistent on doing little exercise that does not even require equipment apart from the gym. So this is just an example. There are a lot of apps depending on your kind of goal and how you want to be consistent. This is just a tip for you to be consistent. So like, for example, people that are losing weight, or people that love exercise, are those apps that helps you to be consistent even without going to the gym or without equipment required. And try time management technique. Try time management try to manage your time. This also work. This is also reflecting to me, Mokumira, but also try. This is something I'm also working on. Try to manage your time and try to work with the time that I have. This, I'm also talking to myself. So last but not the least, before I go, try to create a routine that you can stick on. Try to create a routine that works for you, not a routine that you think works for another one. You see person, like for example, I'm here saying what I'm saying now. If I tell you my routine, because I tell you my routine that I say I try to uh 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 list my progress or say my progress through gratitude when I'm out of the shower. This is my routine. Don't start doing this because I said this work for me, this is my routine. You might not be able to stick with it or be consistent with it. So when you want to create a routine that will work, or you create a routine that that will be favorable for you, that can help you to be consistent. That's the way that I can be consistent. Not that I cannot journal, but I don't journal every day. But I read, I read script, I read quotes from my book, from my notes. I read everything from my notes after shower, before bed, when I wake up. So this is what work for me, but I don't journal every day. So if journaling every day about your progress might be good for you, and be favorable for you, for your routine, for you to can, so that you can be consistent, perfect for you. So don't create a routine for yourself that because it favors another person it might favor you. No, try to walk around to see to see the best way for you, the way that can work for you, so that you can be consistent, so you can set the perfect routine that can be perfect for you, not for another person. Don't set your routine depending on another person because the other person said it worked for them. So now I've listed the four tip. I've gave you the four tip for you to be consistent and for me to be consistent on whatever go on whatever thing that we'll be doing. So now let me list it before I give you the last word that I want to say, something that has also helped me. One, it said set your goals in order to become consistent. So set little goals. Learn to set little goals. Don't pack all the goals. Don't just set like thousands of goals that you know you can't even see the result or accomplish. Set goals little by little that you know you can't, from your mind you can see the result, you can work towards. Not goal that you know even you're seeing the goals and you think, I don't think I can do this, but goals that you know you can accomplish. And two, learn how to prioritize your goals. Make your goals very very important to you, that you know that, because if it's very very important to you, you just I just have to do it. I don't have any excuse. I don't want to give any excuse. I just got to do it. So make your goals to be very very make your goals to be your priority and very important to you. And theory said, always record your progress. Like I said before, my progress, I record my progress by when I come out from the shower. I try to use gratitude to record my progress. I will say my progress might even be, thank you universe for helping me washing all the dishes today, because maybe that dish is something that I'll be thinking how to wash. So you can do that, but that's works for me. And you can also use the journaling to record your progress, or even the calendar, or even your phone. And limiting distraction. This is the last one, number 4. Limit distraction through offering your phone when you are on your goals. Try to off your phone, switch off your phone, and try to limit the amount of time you stay on social media, scrolling on social media. Try to create a routine that works for you. So now, with this being said, guys, so let me tell you now, I will also say, because our brain, we have programmed our brain and our subconscious to be not to be consistent in whatever you do. That's why when you start doing something, before you reach the end, even the half of it, you start losing hope, you start giving up, and you feel like, do you think I can do this? Do you think I can continue? I just want to leave everything and give up, because our brain and our subconscious have been programmed not to be consistent, because they are used to us. They know that we can't be consistent. So for you to train that brain again and your subconscious to be consistent, so that it can help you to be consistent on whatever you're doing, is just try to always affirm to yourself that I am always consistent on whatever that I'm doing. I am always consistent on whatever that I'm doing. I don't give up. I don't lose hope. I'm always consistent and see the result and see the end on whatever I start. So that's just it. This is the tip that I think can help you. This is what I'm also doing whenever I start something new. I just started my business, and this is what I'm also telling myself. So for me never to give up or to lose hope, and to continue going. So thank you so much for joining. You can see this shade. It's beautiful, right? It's beautiful with this dress I'm wearing, and it's on my website, which is Mira's Corner, not Miras, but Mira Corner .etsy.com, which is MUIRACORNER.etsy.com. You can patronize me and support my big business. I ship all over Italy and Europe. So have a wonderful night. Bye bye, and thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and support my channel, and by liking, and also by leaving a comment for me if you have any question. Thank you.